We are live on YouTube as well. So welcome everybody from YouTube. How's it going, guys? It's my pleasure being here with you today. And in today's episode, we're going to be talking about what the language specialist is actually looking for in every single question he's going he's going to be asking you, right? And I have you have to keep in mind that there are like three main parts in the questions that the language specialist may ask you. This part number one, it's everything related to who you are, right? Part number one, it's basically is the social part, who you are, what you do, what you like, what you dislike, what you can stand, what you can't, what's your favorite thing, and those are all the aspects that you need to consider every single time that you are with a language specialist, especially for part number one, right? For part number one. So we have a couple of visitors here, the windows. All righty. Anyway, so and in part number two, most likely, sometimes the language specialist is going to ask you a couple of questions in order for you to expand your English just a little bit. So this answers, he is going to let you to speak at least for 1 minute or perhaps 2 minutes in order for him or her to have a understanding what your level of English is, right? And in the part number three, he will ask you more abstract ideas. He will ask you about things that what do you think about this particular topic, right? And that's what we're going to be covering today. So we're about to start, and we are going to take a look at TikTok questions, right? Or TikTok comments right now. So we have Ninoska. How's it going, Ninoska? Good morning. Thank you very much for your comment. And your comment is, how are you doing today? I'm doing fantastic. Thank you very much for asking. I'm doing alrighty. Alrighty. So let me go ahead and switch the camera so everybody can actually see what I am actually seeing as well on TikTok. YouTube, this is TikTok people, right? It's just right here. Okay. So then we have, 145. How do you get motivation to wake up and go to work every day? That's a really good question. How do you get motivation and wake up and go to work every day? That's pretty much going to be depending on your goals, right? That's going to be depending on what would you like to accomplish in your life. For example, I have different kind of businesses, and apart from business or I like doing business, right? I have as well my family that supports me, that helps me out, that cheering me on every single time that I feel like disappointed or down, right? So that's pretty much is gonna be depending on the kind of uh, goals that you have set up for your life. And remember that it's very important as well to enjoy the process, right, of achieving those goals. Because if you sometimes you have to understand that life is not always uh, it's not gonna be always pink, never, or every little thing is not gonna be easier, right? You need to acknowledge that every single step or every single stage in life is going to be a quite challenge, and you need to have that mindset in order for you to feel motivated. And I'm like everybody else. I sometimes feel frustrated as well, right, for the things that I want to accomplish and they don't turn in the way that I want them to turn to. But that's part of life, man. That's part of life. We need to obviously take advantage of those victories that we have in our life, but also we need to learn how to lose, right, and learn from those from those situations where you are not winning, right? Take a lesson. What is the takeaway of that? Alrighty. So that's pretty much the way it works. But tell me, what are your goals though? What are your goals? What are you doing to achieve those goals? What are the actions that you are taking? For example, and keep in mind that your goals, they shouldn't be such big thing. They should be settle according to what you can do, right? So you need to think about always your boundaries. You need to think about your limitations as well, because if you say that in 3 months you want to, let's say, I don't know, right? You need to let me know what your goals are. But let's say that you want to be uh, the wealthiest man in the world. That's gonna be, it's not gonna be possible, because in order for you to do that, there are a lot of things that actually are gonna be needs to happen first in order for you to achieve that top of the mountain where you want to be, right? That's the thing. So we have another comment right here. Ninoska, I was wondering where you live. I live in Managua, right? I live in Managua. Ninoska, I live in the Reparto Chic neighborhood, right? That's right. And yeah, I've been living here for at least 10 years already, right? 10 years. All right, so we have Isaac. Hello, Nestor. Hello, Isaac. How's it going, man? Welcome, 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 my friend. Thank you very much, Isaac. Today we're gonna be talking about language, especially questions. Part number one. Questions are number one. What did you do this week? Right? What did you do this week? That's gonna be part number one question. And question number two will be why do you plan what do you plan to do this weekend? What are your plans, right? What are your plans for this weekend? What do you plan to do? What do you plan to do this weekend? What do you plan to do this weekend? Yep, it's possible. Yeah, it's possible. Tell me about your family. These are some of the questions that language specialists may ask you in a job interview evaluation. And that's what we're going to be covering today. And the main reason why we're going to be covering today this kind of questions is because I want to have your answers. I want to know how you guys are answering this kind of question when you are talking to the language specialist. And who is the language specialist? We need to define who the language specialist is. And the language specialist is the person in the process of a job interview that actually make sure your level of English, that actually will tell you how your English is if you pass the first interview. So the language specialist will be like the second interview in the process of recruitment, right? So the first person will be the recruiter. The first person will be the guy who tell you, okay, can you tell me just a little bit about yourself? What do you do? Are you working currently? Are you studying? What are the things that you are doing? Which is pretty much work related, right? It's pretty much work related questions. But the language specialist, it's a little bit more than that. In my last in my last interview with the language specialist, we were talking about COVID-19 situation and also the new pandemic that is being originated in India and that is affecting some Latin American countries as well, right? So the language specialist, on the other hand, wants to know what are your thoughts about certain topics, how much you can expand your answers, how much you can stretch your vocabulary, and how much you can actually keep or you can keep a conversation with a future customer in the industry of call center. That's what they're doing and that's what their job is. And definitely he will give you some feedback. He will actually tell you, you know what, you're doing such an amazing job, or the opposite. And he will also tell you what you are going to do next in the recruitment process, right? That's the most important part. And so Isaac, this week I traveled to Managua to do some personal thing. Okay, good, man. Good, good, good. Nice to have you here in the capital, right? The capital of Nicaragua. So and then we have Ninoska. What are your favorite hobbies? Technology. Ninoska, technology is one of my favorite hobbies for sure, right? I also like photography and what else? Teaching. I like teaching as well. Those are the kind of things that I actually like. Then we have Just Trailing shared the live video. Thank you so much, Just Trailing. I think it's gonna be the right name. Then we got Isaac Heinester. This week I was looking for new job, but it seems so difficult for me because in Leon there are not. Okay, so are we talking about the in the industry of call center? You know, there are some call centers that actually are hiring from home. And right now, currently, if I'm not mistaken, Teleperformance is actually open and looking for people, right, to work from home. You can go ahead and give it a try. However, you need to keep in mind certain things though, because at when if you want to work for Teleperformance, you need to have a really high level, right, of English. You need to have 90% of English. Why? Because the main idea of there is to translate, right? Your job is going to be translating from Spanish to English, English from Spanish. People say, right, that you may the first 3 weeks is going to be really tough because you are back to back, one call after the other one. But after those that probation period, everything's gonna be just cool down, right? You may have even waiting. You may have, let's say, 10 minutes waiting, and 10 minutes waiting in a call center. Believe me, guys, is a lot, right? It's a lot to the point that you may feel a little bit bored, and you feel like that. And if you feel like that, it's sometimes it's really difficult to get back on track. The same thing happens to me when when I'm on a call and I'm just waiting for the customer. I feel like, my God, what should I do now? And the truth to be told is that you can't open too many programs because two things. Number one, you are being always monitored by your employer, and number two, it's because obviously you don't want to get distracted right in the middle of the course, especially for this kind of work where you need to be 120% focused on what the things that you're doing. Alrighty. So Isa, but tell me more. Tell me more. What have you tried so far? The other call center you can give it a try is One Link, right? One Link is the other call center that you can go ahead and give it a try. And just for the records, One Link, if I'm not mistaken, they have another campaign which is about chat and emails, right? Chat and emails. So if you're afraid of talking over the phone, chat and email could be a really good option, right? Chat and email. The only thing you need to make sure is that you are really good with your typing skills and grammar skills as well. Righty? So then we have Isaac, many opportunities. Besonkam, All right. The reason why I need to improve my English, okay? I'm having a okay, we have Brand Sao Camp. We have Brand Sao Camp. How's it going? How are you today? I'm having a job interview next week. I get nervous. Any suggestion? Okay, what do you know about the company that you would like to apply, or the company that you are applying for? What do you know about that company? That's question number one. Question number two, what are your skills? What can you offer to them? Remember that it's not about you, it's about them. What they need for you to have in that position. Do you need really good analytical skills? Do you need grammar skills? Do you need any kind of experience in sales? What do you need? What are the things that you need to prove them that you are the suitable candidate for that position, right? That's one of the things that you need to keep in mind. And another suggestion, if you feel nervous, it's because you are not prepared. You need to differentiate between being nervous and being anxious, right? Being anxious is when you are prepared and you just want to the things happens right now. You're getting ready, and turns out that you know every single answer to the possible questions they may ask you, and you feel like, okay, now this is the time. This is right now. I want to do it right away. Let's go ahead and do it, right? This is anxious, and that's a little bit better rather than feeling nervous, because feeling nervous is when you don't have any kind of idea whatsoever to answer, right? Or what are going to be your answers for those questions. So you need to differentiate on that. Anxious is, in my personal opinion, being anxious is a little bit better. However, sometimes because it could be negative as well, but it's more negative if you are not ready or if you feel nervous. So in order for you to override or overcome this nervousness, what the only thing you need to do is to get ready, to know what they want, to know what is the industry they are working, right? To know what is the type of customer or agent they are looking for. Those are the things that you need to keep in mind. Alrighty, good. So let me know in the comments down below if you feel now ready with those feedback, right? So we have Machesila, follow the host. Thank you so much for following us. Remember that you can also following us on YouTube, right? YouTube. Remember, guys, that we're gonna be running a couple of webinars for free on YouTube, and the only thing that you need to do is to subscribe on our in our YouTube channel, right? Nesting ACC. You just go to the Google browser, Nesting ACC, and the channel will be just right there. Or another thing that you can also do is go to our profile on TikTok, and you will see the YouTube icon. You tap on that icon and it will lead you to our main channel, right? What we're gonna be doing in our channel, we're gonna be talking about customer service vocabulary. We're gonna be talking about pronunciation course, and also we're gonna have a new segment, or a new part of the channel will be something that is called 1 minute evaluation. 1 minute evaluation is I ask you a questions like this one right here above my head, right? What did you do this week? And you have 1 minute for you to answer that question. Keep in mind that your answer should be at least for 1 minute, and then I'm going to be giving you proper feedback about your pronunciation, fluency, coherence, spoken grammar, in order for you to make sure that you are getting feedback of those areas of opportunities, and then you can go ahead and improve, right, on the things that you need to improve. Alrighty, so then we have Ninoska. I was studying a lot because I study networks and it's so difficult. Okay, that sounds really good. And you study in networks. Are you currently studying as well? And is that have to do with any kind of engineering thing, if I'm not mistaken, right? I hope so, right? Then we got Jimmy Marenko Subro. Hey, what's up, Jimmy? How's it going? Then we go Ninoska. And my plans are to update my new project. I became a podcaster woman. Wow, that's it's really interesting. That's really interesting. We have Ninoska. She is a podcaster. What is your topic about, Ninoska? I would love to have a conversation with you if it's the case, right? I had an interview 1 month ago. Even though I was so nervous, I did it and I won a scholarship. Good, excellent, good job, good job. Congratulations. Let's give it up, guys, to Ninoska. She was able to reach one of her goals, right? To get that scholarship. Welcome. Congratulations, congratulations. Wonderful. Esas preguntas están mal hechas. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It could be, yeah. So it says, what did you do this week? What did you do this week? That's correct, right? Why did you plan to this weekend? Yeah, it doesn't sound good. Why do you plan to do? Okay, this is what do you plan to do this weekend? That should be the question, right? What do you plan to do this weekend? It should be. And tell me about your family, right? Those are the kind of questions that a language specialist may ask you. But thank you, Julian Castro, right? Thank you, Julian Castro. Then we have Anna. What to join? Thank you, welcome. Okay, guys, so let's go ahead and get started. Let me also share my screen on YouTube, and let's see, just right here. Okay, we have the first question. Let's go ahead. Don't pay attention to question number 2 because, as Julian has mentioned or stated, it's not correct, right? But let's move it on with question number 1. What did you do this week? I want to know your answer. Remember your length. Remember that part number 1 should be between No, I'm not gonna say anything. I just wanna pay attention to your answers. So, what are your answers to the question? To the first question, what did you do this week? I want to hear it, or I want to read it in this case, right? So, I'm gonna give you some time in order for you to send me over your answer. What did you do this week? All right. Imagine that you are with a language specialist interview, uh, and this is the question, right? Alrighty. So we have Isaac. Nestor, what about lesson partner? Well, right now we are on the lesson partner. If you go to YouTube, let me go ahead and share with you the link in order for you to actually jump in on YouTube and we can talk about this, right? What do you think, Isaac? So let me go ahead and go to the comments. Hi, morning, Nestin. Hello, Brainier. How's it going, man? All right. So, guys, on which one it is? On YouTube, everybody, those 7 people out there on TikTok and people that are watching on YouTube, let me go ahead and tell you that on YouTube, I send you a link. You just click on that link and we can talk. I'm going to be listening to your answers and giving you proper feedback based on your answers. All right. For part number 1, language specialist questions, right? What did you do this weekend is question number 1. All right. So, Isaac, I'm too much interesting. I'm too much interesting. I'm too much interesting. That's too much. Too much, it would be something negative, right? And I'm so interested. I'm so interested, right? I'm so interested instead of I'm too much interesting, right? I'm so interested, or I'm really interested, and we use ed instead of ing. We use ing when we're talking about things. For example, that movie, it's interesting. Have you guys already watched Fast and Furious 9? I have already watched Fast and Furious 9, and I'm gonna be honest with you that it's not interesting. It's too boring, right? Or it's so boring as well, right? I didn't like it. So I got bored, right? I got bored. Good. So be careful on that. Interesting, ing, you use it for things, the things that make you feel. But when you feel it, or you are the person who feels it, then they will be ed, bored, interested, amazed, amazing. For example, an example, right? Nesting ACC, it's a place where you can learn interesting things, right? So I am interested in Nesting ACC, right? As an example. All right, so Ninoska says, my podcasts are about how to learn Spanish with Nino. Good. All right. So how many languages do you speak, Nino? You speak Spanish, English. What else? Are you an English teacher? I'm sorry, a Spanish teacher. Okay, that sounds really interesting. Very good. Okay, so Brainier, how's it going, man? Ready? You want to jump in? Come on. I know you can do this. I know you're listening to me, and I know you can do this. It's pretty simple. The only thing that you need to do is to click on that link, and I'm gonna be here waiting for you. I'm gonna be asking you the question that you can see right there on my screen. And question number 1 is, what did you do this week? What did you do this week? Right? As simple as that. In the meantime, I know what you might thinking, or I know that you can do is that, okay, let me go ahead and try to formulate my answer. And when I jump in, I'm going to give him the answer right away without any kind of mistake. But that's not the idea. The idea is that You can have the question over there, and then you can go ahead and jump in and answer the question, right? That's pretty much the idea. So Brenier and Isaac and all those people out there who would like to have a couple of minutes in our free speaking session, it will be awesome, right, for you to have you guys. And just for the records, guys, these are the easiest questions, right? These are the easiest questions. We have part 2 questions, which is gonna be a different methodology for you to answer, and then we have part 3 questions, right? Just for you to know. Okay, so alrighty, let's go ahead and see. No, this is not what I want. This is the camera what I want. Okay, question number 1: what do you do this week? Okay, so we have Almi. What? Almitas 2. I worked so hard. I'll be on vacation. I have 3 kids. My family speaks Spanish. Oh, okay. I see what you just did. You just go and answer every single question by just simply saying, I work so hard. I'll be on vacation. And I have 3 kids. My family speaks Spanish. Okay. Let's go ahead and talk about length. Question number 1: what did you do this week? I worked so hard. If you are in a job interview with a language specialist, and this language specialist asks you, what did you do this week? And then you come up with this answer and say, I worked so hard. It's really difficult for the language specialist to actually measure your level of English, because you are just answering the question in one single line. Keep in mind, for part 1 question, you need to speak between 15 seconds and 25 seconds. And in order for you to accomplish that, there is the technique that I'm about to reveal. The technique is answer the question and give at least 1 or 2 more details about the same answer. In other words, back up your answers, right? That's the main thing. So if you say, I worked so hard, you can start thinking of what are the things that you do and make you feel exhausted, right? For example, and it was during the whole week. What has been the hardest day, or what has been the easiest day, right? So that's the thing that you need to keep in mind. Now, for question number two, it's not really good formulated. So my bad on that. That's my mistake, right? I'm a human person and everybody made mistakes. But the question should be, what are your plans for this? Excuse me. What are your plans for this weekend, right? What are your plans for this weekend should be the question. However, you also, I'll be on vacation. Okay, that's too short again. I'll be on vacation. That's too short. You can talk about where will you go on vacation? Why would you go on vacation? Where everybody else is working, for example, right? Who are you gonna, or who will you go with on vacation, and so on and so forth. So for part 1 questions, we have the WH question complement strategy. The WH questions, as you may know, are what, where, when, who, with, why. And the main idea is that at least you can pick on, or you can pick at least you can pick at least 3 sentences, or make 3 sentences out of those 5 WH complements, in order for you to expand your answers, in order for the language specialist have a better idea how your level of English is, right? That's very important. And then you said, tell me about your family. I have 3 kids. My family speaks, will be right, speak, but speaks Spanish. My family speaks Spanish. Okay. So you can also talk about a little bit your background, right? Why your family speaks Spanish, or why you are the only one who speaks English. I don't know. So tell me about your family. Remember that every single question for part one, you at least need to spend between 15 seconds and 25 seconds answering that question, right? Answering that question. So Ninoska says, I speak Spanish and my English is kind of, I've been learning English and I need to improve my English. Ninoska, you are more than welcome to go to our YouTube channel. Go to the browser on Google, Nesting ACC. You'll see me there live and you will see a link that I just posted on the comment box. You hit that link and voila, we're gonna be, guess what, speaking, right? Just right now. And then we have Luther Yonel, follow the host. Hello, Luther. How's it going, my friend? Hopefully, or I expect everything is going well with you, right? So then we got Almitaez too. Thank you so much. You're welcome, my friend. You're welcome. You're more than welcome. So we are already 30 minutes live and nobody hasn't jumped in just yet. Why, guys? Why? Why? What are you so afraid of? You shouldn't be afraid, man. You shouldn't be afraid. Okay, so those are part number one question. Let's move it on to, nah, I don't want to do it so fast. So one more, right? One more person, right? One more person who wants to answer the question. What did you do this week? What did you do this week? So we have Jose Daniel Gonzalez joined in. Hello, Jose Daniel. Then we got Orellano. Jose, welcome, guys. Welcome. Thank you very much for being here. Okay, so, alrighty. Hello, Brenier. I got you on the spot, huh? Come on, guys. I'm gonna share again the link in order for you to actually have it. There it is. There it is. The link. Tell me what you got. All right. So we have part one question. Wow, your accent is not very good. How are you teaching? Your accent is not very good. Jonathan. Thank you for your comments. Right? What can I say, man? Everybody has accent. I 120% that you also have your accent. Alrighty. So let's see. Alrighty. So then we have your pronunciations very well. I visited Nicaragua years ago. Okay, thank you, Ninoska. Thank you so much. Right, thank you. Then we have, what's the link about? What's the link think about? What? Okay, these are, you can go on YouTube, and on YouTube, you may find the link in order for you to participate in our speaking partner session, right? In our speaking partner session, we are answering question number one and question number three, right? That's what we're talking about. So, okay. Alrighty. So, still waiting. Still waiting. So, Cesar, what's the name of your channel? Nesting ACZ on YouTube. Nesting ACC. Nesting ACC. NESTING ACC. There you go. Matamolus, welcome. Leva Throne, welcome. All right. Hello, how's it going, Camba? This is Campbell, I think, right? Campbell Johan, welcome. Okay, hello. Can you write it short and deep? Let me just go ahead and write it down. So the comment would be Nesting ACC. Nesting ACC on Google, right? On Google browser. There you go. Nesting ACC. There you go. Angel 92, welcome. Alrighty. So let's do it, bro. Okay, let's do it, Branier. Just waiting for you. I'm just waiting for you, Branier. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for Branier Kahina. Branier Kahina. Hopefully, it's gonna make it today. Yep, we got Branier. Kahina. Hopefully, it's hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. How are you, man?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking, man. So, Brainier is your name, right? How am I pronouncing correctly? How do you actually pronounce your name?
Brainer.
Brainer.
Yeah,
right?
as brain, but
As
with
brain.
the ending, yeah.
That sounds really good. Alrighty, so guys, we have Brainer, right, in our speaking session today. So, Brainer, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Well, hi everybody. I'm Brainer Kahina. I'm 31 years old. Well, I'm right now. I'm on vacation. Well, it's really. I thank you a lot for inviting me. And well, this is an opportunity to practice, and I feel glad that you are doing this, bro. I've been following you since 2 months ago, and you're really good with your tips or all your feedback that you are giving us. Yeah. So I don't know. Well, I'm an accountant. Well, I don't know what else do you want me to tell you.
Okay. Well, first things first, I just want to say thank you so much for those words. Actually, it's very useful, right, for me on my end to actually hear your feedback, because that is the way that push me up in order for me to move on, right, on the things that I'm actually doing. And as you just mentioned earlier, this is a really great space in order for you to start practicing your speaking skill, especially if you haven't done it in a while so far. And once again, thank you, right? Thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much for following us on both accounts, either on TikTok or YouTube. And thank you so much for being just here today. Now, let's go ahead and talk about a little bit your experience. Have you ever applied to a call center, or have you ever worked in a call center before? What's your position, or what's your current situation about that topic of call centers? And you also mentioned that you're an accountant, and you also mentioned you are on vacation. So I think there are a lot of things that you may share with us today.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Actually, I think that the call center industry is really good for in Nicaragua. So, um, well, pretty much, I've been thinking in going in the industry. So, I think that I like English a lot. So, for me, the call center industry, it will be something that I would like uh, to to have the experience to work. And uh, well, yeah. So, well, what? Yeah.
You also mentioned that you're an accountant, and you mentioned as well that you are on vacation. So what do you do?
So, well, yeah. I work as an accountant. I do my I run my own companies. Well, I don't know how to say it, to really say it. I'm working. I'm a freelance. I'm a freelance. I'm not working for for a company. So
Mhm.
I work the accounting from my house.
Okay.
Yeah,
And do you work on the account of some of the local businesses or abroad businesses?
local businesses. Local
Okay.
businesses. Yeah, I'm
All
working with
right.
local businesses.
So
Um,
you have your own enterprise already,
yeah.
and why are you interested in the industry of call center if you already have your own company established and apparently it's up and running?
Yeah, well, it's a small. Well, it hasn't uh, uh, too much lucrative. So I think that it's not that I need a job that is like a call center industry in the call center industry.
Can you repeat once again your answer because I was not clear?
Okay, yeah.
So,
So I think that well, it's not lucrative right now. What the accountings that I'm working on it. So I need more incomes, and I
uh-huh.
really want uh, to have the experience in a call center because I always have the curiosity of working on it. So maybe I
Mm-hmm.
can uh, grow. Maybe I can grow in the industry. I don't know, with my knowledge in accounting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Alrighty. Um, but how many customers do you have right now
just to
at your business? Just two
just to
business.
just to
Just two.
customer, just to
And
customer.
how
Yeah.
many customers do you need in order for you to be in a break even point? The break even point, do you know what I'm talking about? The break even point is you have your costs, right? And you have your superavit, and you need to make sure what your costs are or keep them low in order for you to make a revenue in your profit or make a revenue in your company. So, what is the break even point? How much money do you need in order for you to feel like, oh, yes, I'm good and I don't need a call center?
Yeah. Well, actually, I think that maybe five customers will be good. So maybe I can round 800 to $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
So right now I'm below the 500. So I think I need a uh, that job.
Okay. So if you already have two customers and you need five, that means that you are at 40%, 40% of the target.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right.
All right. So keep in mind the following. Right now, I am the language specialist and I've recruited at the same time, and I am the OM at the same time. And let me go ahead and tell the following. Just because of your answers, I'm not talking about your English. I'm talking about your answers. Just because of your answer, guess what? Being honest with you, they will reject you. The reason why they will reject you is because you're talking too much about you and you're talking about too much about the business that you are up and running. And the question that I ask you is because number one, I felt interested in one way. And the second thing, remember that I am here in order for me to do my work. And what's my work? My work is to make sure that I'm going to be hiring the right person. My work is to make sure that you are the right candidate for the position that they are looking for the OM is actually asking me or requesting me in the pool of people out there in Nicaragua, right? So you need to be
Okay, that,
careful
that
on.
was a little bit tricky.
Yes,
That was a
sir.
little bit
That's
tricky
that's
because
the thing.
I wasn't thinking that this was an interview, a mock interview. So I
That's
was just being honest with you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, you can be honest with them as well. You can. This is not about being dishonest, right? You can be honest as well with them, and but you need to keep it short, right? For example, you say something like, "Yeah, I have the curiosity. I have the curiosity. If it works, okay, I stay. But if it doesn't, okay, I just leave." And things don't work that way, right? Not for the call center industry because they want to make sure that you have what it takes in order for you to remain as long as possible in the job position. That's the thing, right? That's the thing that you need to keep in mind. And the reason I'm telling you this, now, if we go back a little bit, just a step down a little bit in the process, I think that if you really want to give it a try to the to the job interview, or to the interview and a job, if you want to work in a call center industry, I think that you might be a really good candidate because you already have the experience, at least talking with customers. You already have a business, and in your business you have faced situations with customers, how to resolve conflict, and all those things are plus in your CV, in your curriculum, in your expertise. However, if you are just speaking, oh, you know what, I just want to give it a try because the situation with my business is not so good, so let me see if I can have this opportunity, the language specialist might not care about this, because the language specialist will take care or will look after your English. But the recruiter will tell you, oh, you know what? Why don't you come back within 3 months? That's gonna happen. All right, that's going to happen. So you need to be careful on your answers. So let's go ahead and give it a try. Right? Let's go ahead and give it a try once again. Remember the question number one. Question number one is, now the idea is to evaluate your English as a language specialist. Okay. So question number one is, what did you do this week?
Well, as I mentioned, I'm on vacation, so I've been watching. In my spare time, I've been watching a lot of serious movies, playing games, and also, well, I spent the weekend. So I spent the day. I spent yesterday with my kids, and yeah, that's what I enjoy to do in the week when I'm on vacation. Or and also, I've been uh, trying to search for more customers.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Now let me go ahead and stop you there and give you proper feedback on based on this. So, what are the things that you said that you really like? What are the things that you said? You say that you watch TV, or you watch some series, right? What else did you do? You
I played.
you
I
played
also
video
play the
games.
video games.
You have good time with your family or with your kids, and also you look for new customers. So if you take a look at this, there are four activities, right? There are four activities. I know the question is, what did you do this week? However, in other or English people, they don't speak the way that you just did it. The way they speak is that they give you at least one activity and they develop the activity. For example, I watch some series, right? What are those series about? Why did you like them? When do you watch it, or where do you watch them? Right? I play video games. Why do you like playing those video games? Do you play it on an Xbox, or do you play it on the computer, or do you play on a PlayStation? Why do you play in there? I played with my kids, right? What did you play? Where did you play? Did you take them to the park? Did you play at home? Is it more expensive playing at home, or or is it better to take them to the park? I also looked for some customers. Okay, what are you doing to look for those customers? Now, thinking about the language specialist, right? You need to expand your answers. If you just tell me this force activity, this is like making a supermarket list. And what is making a supermarket list? When you go to the supermarket, or when you go to the market, okay, I need tomatoes, I need cucumbers, I need celery, I need beans, I need rice, I need meat, I need chicken. All right, but that's not speaking English. Alrighty, you are just making a list of the things you need, or that's not cooking. In other words, you are just making a list of the things you need from the supermarket in order for you to um, fulfill what you need at home, right? That's the thing. So when we speak English, we need to back up our ideas. All right. So for in those four activities you mentioned, just pick one of them. Just pick one of them and back up your answers. Give some examples. Like, right, you can give some examples, or you can basically talk about the little experience you had by doing that activity, the little experience you have when you play with your kid, or the little experience you have when you watch the series, right, for example. So let me go ahead and ask you once again, but this time don't go with the list, go with the strategy of backing up your answers. What did you do this week?
Well, this week I've been watching movies. One of the movies that I watched was this horror movie um, the Unholy. I don't know if you have had the opportunity to watch it. It was really a good movie. There were parts that you got scared. So uh, the movie was about uh, um, uh, a girl that was possessed by the unholy Mary, and yeah, well, the movie uh, was good. And I can give it a good rate, um, to say 8 point out of 10.
Good. That's much better. You see the difference? You see the difference when you spoke the first time and you make a list, and you now speaking for a second time and you actually giving some kind of idea of the things that you have done. That's way different, right? And that's it's how American people speak English, or that's the way English should be spoken. And something else that I want to add is that do not pretend, or do not think that the language specialists know everything about what is going on around the world. That expression, I don't know if you have seen it, or I don't know if you have heard about that. That expression, I suggest you to avoid that part, because they are not there to socialize with you. They are there to listen how you speak English. Alrighty?
Okay, got it.
Alrighty, Brainier. Good, man. Good, 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 good. Is there something that you want to add before we leave?
No, I think that's it, bro. And I enjoyed the the practice and your feedback.
Alrighty. Okay, that
Thank
sounds
you a lot.
great, man. No worries, no worries. Take it easy, Brainier, and thank you so much. Bye bye for now.
Bye.
Peace.
Yes.
Alrighty, so we had Brainier, everybody, in today's speaking session, which is great. Awesome. So okay, so we had I love Nicaraguan food. I remember that there are beautiful places. Yep, we have beautiful places here. Could you explain me about the purpose of this life? Could you explain to me, not explain me? Okay. Then we have Jonathan Solis. You are right. Okay, so Campbell, this live is about speaking partner sessions. The main idea is to have a place or a space where you can improve your speaking skill. I think he has good grammar, not great, but I can see that he learned a lot and not a college degree. Okay. The problem is to call yourself a specialist. Huh. And before I'm blocked, I'm living, not I'm learning anything here. Actually getting worse. Ha 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 ha. I don't block anybody, man. Don't worry about that. So go, John. You're right. He's not a good source. Okay. And don't pay attention all those comments. I really appreciate what you can do. I want to work in a call center. The for American English pronunciation YouTube. Okay. TikTok. I don't want it. Okay. He's a good heart. And a question, and a comment, huh? He's not a good, so just be careful. Okay, bye, bye. All right, bye, bye. Okay, so then we got TikTok Sam. Why is this dude saying these things about him? I don't know. I got lost, I guess. So we got Lilian Gomez join. Hello, Lilian. Welcome. So, all right. So let's move it on, guys, to the second part. Second part questions are, pay attention to this. Are you a spender or a saver? Let me go ahead and just change this. Uh, so this is part number 2. Questions number 2 is, are you a spender or a saver? Are you a spender or a saver? What would be your answer for that one? What would be your answer for that one? Are you a spender or a saver? So let me see. I want to hear your answer, guys. I want to read your answer in this case, right? So, are you a saver or a spender? Or are you a spender or a saver? So, this is question. No, this is part 3. This is not what I want. I need part 1. I don't need part 1 either. We move it on to part number 2, right? Part number 2, everybody. So, question for part number 2. Are you a spender or a saver? I'm a spender. Okay, good. Why? Why are you a spender? Why do you consider yourself a spender person? What's the main reason? There you go. So, language specialist questions, right? Language specialist question part 2. Are you a spender or a saver? What would be your answer for that one? So, people from YouTube, remember that you have the link just down below, and you can just tap on the link, and I will actually have the opportunity to talk to you, as well as people from TikTok, right? Made the live somewhere else. I can't access to YouTube due to my cancel account. Sorry about that, man. Sorry about that. Okay. So, are you a spender or a saver? I'm a spender. Let's see. Okay. Alrighty. So, what would be your answer? What would be your answer to the question? Are you a spender or a saver? Or what inspires you as a person, right? What inspires you as a person? And do you believe in astrology? So, this is what we're gonna be doing. The next person who wants to jump in today's speaking partner session, I'm gonna give you 2 minutes for you to develop your answer. You need, or at least you need to speak for 2 minutes, right? You need to speak for 2 minutes for you to develop these one of these questions. Are you a spender or a saver? What inspires you as a person? Do you believe in astrology? Right? So just waiting for you guys. Waiting for you. Alex, welcome, Alex. Welcome. So Sandra liked our video. Hello, Sandra. Welcome. Thank you. Okay. sorry, Cesar. I consider myself a spender because when I go to a store, I see stuff like I see a stuff I like, so I buy it. Stuff, it's plural. I buy them, right? For the records. For the records. Alrighty. Um, so let's see. Very good, though. Very good. Daphne. We're very good, Daphne. So we have here. Okay. Alrighty. So we already have 3 people on YouTube. And this is the thing. This is the activity. Question number 1. Are you a spender or a saver? Question number 2. What inspires you as a person? Question number 3. Do you believe in astrology? But you're not going to answer the 3 questions. You're going to be answering only one of them, right? You tell me, oh, you know what? I am going to pick up the question number 1 or question number 2 or question number 3. Okay. And I'm going to give you 2 minutes for you to develop your answer. All right. I'm going to be listening you for 2 minutes. I will tell you when to stop. And then we talk about your performance, how you actually did it, right? So let's do it. Let's do it. Come on. We have Julio. Hello, Julio. How's it going? You got the links. That's the link, guys. The only thing you need to do is to click on that link. That link, the one that you actually are seeing just right there. And voila. You will be participating, right? Those are the questions. Okay. Who wants to jump in? What do you think? 2 minutes is too much? It's 2 minutes too much? I don't think so. Remember that a PowerPoint presentation, a really good PowerPoint presentation, might take between 18 minutes and more than that, right? If you want to deliver a really good message when you are delivering a presentation, 18 minutes is really good. Can I participate? Sure, indeed, Calvin. You can go ahead and do it. Go to our YouTube account, Nesting ACC, look for us in the browser, and you will see, yeah, Cesar Talavera. Is that you? Yeah. Just tap in the link, and then you will be participating. Cesar. Hello, Oscar. So we're just waiting for Cesar. Hopefully he's gonna make it. Cesar's gonna make it. Kelvin, you can participate. I'm just waiting for Cesar. Hopefully he's gonna make it. Yep, Cesar is just right there. Hello, Cesar. Welcome.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing alrighty. And you? How are you today?
I'm pretty good. I'm just at work, so I'm having a good time. kind of worry about.
You're having a good time at work. Interesting. What do you
Yeah,
do?
whenever you do what you like to do, you're having a good time, man. That's how it's supposed to do.
Very good, man. Very good. What do you do, Cesar?
I'm a doctor. I used to work in the States as a gerontologist, but I just quit because of COVID. So I came back to my country and I run a pharmacy. I own the pharmacy and I run the pharmacy as a doctor too. So I give consultations and I also prescribe and do all this stuff, you know?
Very good. That sounds really interesting. And but did you learn here? I mean, did you study your major here, or did you study in the United States?
What was that? I'm sorry.
Did you study here your major?
Well, yeah, I did an MD here in Nicaragua as a, as a licensed physician. And then I just moved to the States for a master. So yeah,
Good, man.
yeah, in between I was just working.
Cesar, are you there?
Hello,
You were saying that in between you worked?
can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, so in between I was just flying back and forth. Part of my life I just live in the States. So yeah.
Okay. And what are your goals now? What are your plans for the future?
Well, now some sort of kind of uncertainty in the air because of COVID and all the crazy political situation here. But uh, besides that, and nonetheless, we have to have plans for the future. I will say that I just want to grow a little bit more in terms of professional side of my life.
Are you planning to study something here?
Maybe not really, but I just want to amplify my field. I just want to open up like a new pharmacy and just try to make something different with that. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking to do.
That's
Just related to job, just related to work.
sounds good, man. It sounds really good. And it's really interesting. And have you ever worked in a call center?
I actually did. That was a funny story back there. Um, when I finished my mayor, I decided to, give like a sabbatic year and try to stay back home and lay down. But I ran out of money. So I started to apply to different places to work as a doctor. And that was kind of, tricky because it's not really easy here. I didn't have back in the days a plan to go to the States. So I decided to apply for a call center and I applied for, what's the name? Concentrics.
Did you get
I
the position?
Yeah, I got accepted. Yeah, definitely yes. It was for sales, and I didn't know nothing about sales. Like I couldn't be able to sell you candy. Like I didn't know nothing about that, and I was really really direct. I said to the guy, you know what? I'm here applying for sales. I don't really know why, because
Okay.
I don't really know nothing about sales. But I mean, I have the English, I have the attitude. So whatever you want me to do, I learn from it. So I got the interview with the OM and
Hmm.
I got the position, and I was working there for about 6 months, I think.
Okay. And where you were selling phones or computers
Yeah,
or
it was a campaign
phones?
spring.
Okay,
Yeah,
Sprint. Okay, that sounds good. So I'm pretty sure that even though you didn't have any kind of idea about how to sell things during those 6 months, you learned a lot that now you're running your own business, right?
yeah, yeah. Which a little,
That's what happens.
it's a little bit different because at pharmacy people just come with any kind of health issue and try to support them, but it's not nothing about offering. That's the way I try to do it because there is not a reason for me to offer a medicine if you already know what you want to buy or you know what you need or the doctor prescribe or me as a doctor prescribe. So here's more like a easy way of sales, I'll say. So more like
Mm,
yeah, more like a cold sale. uh,
mhm.
but yeah, in between I'll say that maybe how to use some kind of part of the seller or maybe the call flow in person.
But did you consider before going to and apply to a call center to run your business, or that happened just after you quit the industry of call center?
It
What
happened
was
out of nowhere. One day I just woke up in the morning and I say, I'm doing nothing with my life, so I need to try to work on something. So I decided to think what I want to do in life, and a pharmacy was a really good option back in the days. So I just opened it, like a week after that. So yes.
The good thing about being a physician or a doctor that you can actually prescribe, right? You can prescribe, right?
Yes, sir.
And
Yes.
that next door is the pharmacy, and you can either obviously charge for your prescription or for the medical appointment, and at the same time sell the medicine, right? Which
That.
is really great.
Yeah.
That's a really integral business, right? That's an
Yeah.
integral
That's the way it
business.
works.
That's the way it works. Congrats, man. Congrats. And are you planning to go back to the call center industry?
Not really. I hate it.
Tell me about your experience.
It was really good. I met really nice people. It was a nice place to work. They are really legal. I mean, they pay you what they say that they're gonna pay you. They give you your day off and whatever. If you want to get some more money, you increase your sales. Either increasing your sales or doing overtime, you get more money. But I'm a doctor, and I just made it a try. And I tried it. And it's not what I wanted. I just hate computers. I don't like computers, and being sitting in front of a computer like all day long, it was so frustrating. So I decided not to keep on that thing. Maybe, I mean, I wouldn't say never, because you never say never.
Yeah,
But
you would never know.
yeah, but so far, regardless of what's going on, I would say probably not my thing. That is a if anybody else is watching this, I'll say that a call center is a place for someone who wants to create something beyond the call center. I wouldn't say it's a place for you to stay, even though you get or not a position. Is more like a manufacturer place for calls. That's the way I see it. If you're a professional, if you have your degree, or if you have a family, or if you have, uh, a dream in your soul, in your heart to create something, I don't know,
Hmm.
selling something out there or open up a pulperia,
Hmm.
call center is a place for you to be a certain period of time of your
Hmm.
life, not to
Hmm.
stay at. But I know it works for many people. I know people has been working in call centers for 15 years and that works for them. That's good. I mean, but yeah, I would recommend anybody out there go to the call center, raise some money, keep on saving, and do something else.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking based on your experience and the way
Definitely,
your
yes.
critical thinking, the way that you actually see things. And as you just mentioned earlier, yeah, there are a bunch of people out there who are still working in the industrial call center, and they perhaps have more than 10 years already, and they have been able to, grew in that ladder of to the top of the mountain, right? That's a good thing. On the other hand, there are other people that are pretty much complaining about the situation they are living in the call center industry, and pretty much they start saying bad things about it. However, that's going to be depending, right, on what you want to accomplish in your life, right? That's we need to go back a little bit, a couple of step down, and to start thinking what are the things that we want to accomplish in our lives. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
I would never say it's a bad place to work at. I mean, you get good money, like money, money per hour living. Um, but and you're gonna be treated the way that you treat people. I heard of so many people out there saying that call centers receive like misbehavior, bad treatments, or harassment from OMs and people. Like, I mean, if you receive any kind of these things, you go and complain, and that's it. But at least the place I was working at, which is Concentrics, I will highly recommend that place for anybody who
There
wants
you
to
go.
apply for a call center.
You hear it. You hear it from Cesar Talavera. You hear it from Cesar Talavera. All right.
Yeah, it's a very, very good place to work at. They have really good management. Obviously, there's people with envy out there. There's people with anger.
Yeah.
There's people carrying out stuff from their houses and problems and things that back in the head. But that's their own thing. You're gonna create your own path, and you're gonna
There
create
you go.
your own way. So that's up to you. You sit down in a chair, you get in a computer, do your own shit, and that's it. You know?
Yeah, but sometimes we need to work with our emotions, right? We need to also understand people's emotions, and those things that you also said might affect you in one way or another. But if you know, or if you have some kind of acknowledgement or awareness of the things that are actually going around you, and you can channel all those negative things or negative feelings, I'm pretty sure that you can grow and do much better, right, in the industry. I have seen it myself. I experienced myself, and I have been in both fields. The one that it's always, like very uncomfortable and doing nothing, and I don't care, I just do my own stuff. And on the other side, I have worked also in the part where, you know what, we need to worry about this, we need to make sure this works in a different way. So, and both of them has their rewards. One of them is so bad, and the other one, it feels like okay, this is the path that I want to be on. Right, that's the
You
thing.
know, even working for sales or tech support, you're going to be dealing with people. But at the
There
end of
you go.
your job, and people is expecting you to do your job. So if you have any issues at work, if you have problems at home, you got to put it back. Put a hanger, hang it out there.
There you go.
And yeah, work with emotions, but it's your job. You gotta be focused on that. Put the emotion things away, and try to focus on the things that you want to do. And I mean, if you're going to work, you're gonna spend 9 hours working there, sitting in a chair, 15 minutes time break, and half an hour time for lunch, and you're gonna have a bad day. Just try to make it easier for you. You know what I mean? That's up to you. It's just about your attitude and the way that you see the world out there. Everyone has issues. There's highs and lows.
There you
That's
go.
one thing. But it's up to you if you want to change it.
Absolutely, absolutely, sister. And now, going back to our main questions of today's topic, right? And do you consider yourself a spender or a saver?
I'm a
You have
saver.
you have 2 minutes for you to develop your answer.
I'm a saver. Well, I always thought in my life, if you want to build something in your life, you gotta be pushing harder, and it's not really easy for someone to save money because if you go out there to the mall and you want to buy a cell phone, you want to buy something else, and if you have the money in your pocket, you can do it, and that's your right. But at the end of the day, I just realized that if you don't save money, if you don't think about the future, you will never have a basement. You will never have something to settle and seed. And if you have 100 quarts today, and you can buy whatever with the 100 quarts, and you know that that's the only money that you'll have in a week, if you spend that money, what will happen tomorrow? And people say, we don't really know what will happen tomorrow. Oh, whatever. What if you wake up in the morning, if you're alive, and you have money to eat? You know what I mean? So I just think myself as a saver, not a spender, not anymore, because it doesn't work for me. That's why I have what I have so far.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. Very good, very good, excellent. So you took around 1 minute and something, right, in your answer, which is really good, which is really good. Only, I'm going to be honest with you. You talk about the past. You make comparisons between the being a saver and being a spender. You gave some examples, and the only thing that caught my attention is, what if you wake up tomorrow and I didn't catch the last part of that sentence. And what you said? You remember that part? What if you wake up tomorrow?
What if I wake up tomorrow and I'm alive? Because people, that's the Nicaraguan thing. They say, oh, you never know if you're going to be alive tomorrow. So what if you're alive tomorrow?
Okay. All right. I got you now. All righty. Very good. Excellent. And he also you use conditionals in your answer, which is really, really good. The way that you actually answered your questions, you use paraphrasing, you give, or you talk about in past, you talk about present, you think about imaginary situation with first condition and second condition, and also you make comparisons between being a spender or a saver. Very good job, man. Very good job. Where did you learn English?
I don't really know.
What do you
So
mean?
yeah, I mean, I was coming back and forth in between the states and Nicaragua, and I just like languages. And
Okay,
I believe just reading more like a work
in
on
an
my.
English center, more
I
than
never
that.
went to an English place. I never went to Cornerstone. I don't like that shit. That's not for me. I went to college for my degree, and that's the only thing I like. But yeah, I did it myself, and you can do it yourself. Now you have internet, YouTube and all that stuff. But I speak English since I'm 8 years old, so that's probably
That
why.
sounds good. Now, let me go ahead and ask you the following. Now, since you are those kind of guys who actually learn by everything, at least languages on their own, um, what is the strategy that you have been using in order for you to acquire the language? Even though, think about those people that they can't have access to travel to the United States, but you also mentioned that nowadays you have an internet, which is good. But how would you use it though? How would you, what would be your advice for those people and how to use the internet for them to improve their language, their language skills?
Okay, I'm gonna be real with the answer. Uh, you asked me where did I learn English, but I I learned it when I was a little kid, so I don't
Okay.
remember. You know what I mean? But it's not my native language. I learned English, and then I obviously spoke Spanish before that. But uh, I will say that do what you like to do. I'm a reader. I like to read, so I started reading and doing that stuff. I like music, so I listen to music. And I know there's like a whole bunch of people out there, like you are doing right now, willing to help you with pronunciation and paraphrasing and all that. So use your internet, get into YouTube, get into Facebook Watch, and try to find videos for some specific topic at a time. So don't try to rush, because I believe that's one of the things people get in mind. Oh, I have to be speaking English in 5 months,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
not going to happen.
Yeah.
It's all about many things. It's a new language. You never end up learning a new language. So try to take your time. Don't put a set of time. Just push harder every day and try to make it happen with with small pieces. I don't like the structure of to be verb and this and that and there. No, I for me it worked more like a combination of things because I was a kid, and when you're a kid, but before 13 years old, you learn quicker stuff. You're like a sponge. But if I would be an adult, I probably start reading and listening. You can get audiobooks, so you can read at the same time you're looking what you're listening and looking what you're reading. Um,
The transcript. Yeah.
you can compare that, and you can try to have conversations with Siri. I have an iOS phone. I, you can work on that. Siri helps a lot. I don't know if you have Alexa and Android or however it is, but there's a lot of things right now. Back in the days when I don't know how old you are, but back in the days when we were, I don't know, 10 or 12, it was different. They say WhatsApp right now, and I figure out WhatsApp when I was 20.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's more accessible, more easy, more down in place for everybody. I believe people is lazy. I learned in life that if you want to do something, you want to get into that.
There you go. You need to be a go-getter. You need to be a
Yes.
go-getter if you really want to accomplish things in life, right? Whatever it is. And this is another thing that caught my attention to the way that you just mentioned. It doesn't matter the time. Sometimes you set up some time frames in order for you to think, okay, in 10 months I'm gonna be learning the language. In 10 months you're gonna be at certain level, but it doesn't mean that you finish acquiring the language. In fact, I wouldn't say that me at my level of English, I'm 100%. I'm not
Yeah.
even close to that because I know for a fact that every single day you're learning something new. And depending on how you actually acquire the language, it could be either by reading, listening, or by watching. the more you spend on those things, and the more you practice what you have been learning, it's the better or the fastest that you're going to be learning about that. Alrighty, Cesar, you want to add something else?
Yes,
All right.
I wanna congrat you because you have really good English. You're trying to help out people, and that's really good. Very nice from you. And try to keep on doing this. It's important to bring people tools. Even more important in these countries that we're trying to grow and seems to be impossible. It's important to um, give people tools to follow up and continue. And call centers are a really good strategy for people that is trying to, grow up in life. And just want to say thank you for that. And I'm down if any kind of collaborations or things that you want to help. And I'm down for helping also. And thank you. That was pretty much
Thank you.
it.
Thank you, Cesar. Thank you very much for your words. It's amazing to have you in today's episode. And hopefully, we can keep in touch, man. We can keep in touch and let's see what kind of collaborations we can do in the near future. Alrighty?
Definitely. All right. All right.
Take it
Have a
easy,
good one.
man. Have a
You
good one
too.
too. Bye bye for
Bye
now.
bye.
So we had Caesar. We had Caesar just right there, everybody. Caesar, he has been learning English on his own, and that was a really nice, interesting story, right? So let's go ahead and go back with we have Isaac. Hello, Isaac. How's it going, Isaac? How are you today, my friend? Welcome to YouTube, man. Finally, you made it. Finally, you made it. Very good. So, Isaac, if you want to jump in, you know what you need to do, right? The only thing you need to do is to hit that link where it says streamjar.com. The link just right there. And I'm going to be, accepting your request. In the meantime, so we have people on TikTok and they say, Isaac, by myself, I consider I'm a saver because when I'm going to supermarket, I always buy used clothes. Okay, kind of. Um, it was not clear enough. Then we have Jader Mojica. We can hear the guest. Sorry, Jader. Yes, you're totally right. I don't have the speaker today. I didn't bring the speaker with me. I'm on another computer, and the only way for you to actually hear us it's by going to on YouTube, right? By going on YouTube. Omarizo, 22nd. Sorry, yo sé, no se escucha nada. Sorry about that, Omarizo. But everything's gonna be recorded, and Brainer did a really good job. Zizar is his English is amazing. Well, he has been able to practice and learn on his own, and at the same time, he has had the opportunity to travel abroad, right? Especially in the United States, if I'm not mistaken. So, what's up, Isaac? Ready? Ready to participate, my friend? Ready, Isaac. I'm just still waiting for you, man. The only thing you need to do is to tap, right? You just need to tap and answer the question. One of the questions: what inspires you as a person? What inspires you as a person? Let me just go ahead and clip once again. Clip, copy, and paste the link just right here. Oh my God. There you go. There you go. So we have Isaac. Yes, man. I appreciate it. So, hello, people from TikTok again. So, what is the question? The question is that's the question, right? Questions from language specialists, right? Part number 2. What inspires you? What inspires you as a person, right? And remember that you will have 2 minutes. You'll have 2 minutes for you to answer this question, right? I just want to know how good or how you can stretch your English. You'll have 2 minutes. All right, keep that in mind. You'll have 2 minutes for you to answer this question. Who wants to participate? Come on, come on. So we have Isaac. Isaac said, yes, man, I'm appreciated. Then we have Isaac. Nice to be here. Nice to have you here, man. And hi, bro. You are more than welcome to participate, Isaac. Alrighty, people from YouTube, the only thing you need to do is to tap or click on that link, the one that I just sent, this link right here, and I will add you to our live stream, right? Hello, bro. Ricardo, hello, man. How's it going? Greeting from El Salvador. Hey, Salvador people, congratulations. Your president is bringing Bitcoin, right? Everybody is getting crazy about that. I have seen a lot of people from the United States that actually are dedicated to mining Bitcoin, and they plan to move to El Salvador because they have really good opportunities for those guys who are in that kind of field. Wow, congratulations. Your president, it's from what I can see, it's willing to do different things, right? I might think it's because he's young, right? He's young. But congratulations, Ricardo. What do you think about that situation, man? About the Bitcoin? Do you think it's gonna bring you something benefits, or do you think that it's gonna bring you something good to your country or to you personally, if you're in that field as well? I don't know. Let me know. I know a lot of Salvadorian, and some of them they have bought some bitcoins, right? I know people from Nicaragua as well. They have bought some beacons, but more Salvadorians are into that. So let's see. What do you think about Bitcoin? Right now, it's a currency that is going to be accepted in El Salvador as a way of making transactions for you to buy some commodities, which is really awesome. Is another way. It's like just imagine that you have another option for you to pay your things if you have already mining some bitcoins or you already have some bitcoins currency as well. And so this is a great opportunity, because meaning that if you already have $100 plus your 200 bitcoins coins or 200 bitcoins, right? That will be the total amount of 300. So it makes you richer, isn't it? So that's the thing. That's what I think. What do you think, Ricardo? What do you think about bitcoins? So we have our friend Isaac Zelaya. He says, "Sorry, man, about what I'm still didn't get you." Okay, so Isaac, I'm just posting a comment right now, and the comment is just a link, and the only thing that you need to do is to tap on that link if you are on your cell phone, and that's the link. All right, Isaac. And if you are from your computer, you just click on that link, and voila, I'm gonna be giving you access to our stream, and we can talk. All right, we can talk. I'm gonna be asking you this question: what inspires you as a person? And you will have 2 minutes speaking time for you to develop your answer. That's pretty much the idea, right? That's what you need to do. Alrighty. So we have it's 11:20. We still have a couple of minutes. So then Ricardo Maya 33 here. Most of the people think that our country isn't prepared to accept Bitcoin because we have priorities. Okay, all right. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I might understand what you're talking about, Ricardo. Perhaps you're talking about people about you're talking about those people above a certain age, right? I also thought about that, why the president will accept that kind of currency, and the main reason is because he wants to attract people from other countries to invest money in El Salvador. And if that happens, number one, you need to master English skills. Why? Because most likely people from the United States would like to settle down in El Salvador, and they will start running or operating their business out there. making money for the Salvadorian government and making money for themselves as entrepreneurs, right? So it's a really good opportunity. Keep in mind that mining Bitcoin, you need a huge energy or a lot of, lots amount of energy. And in Salvador, as in Nicaragua, you guys have different kind of volcanoes, a sort of a natural source of energy where you can get this source and you can start mining Bitcoins, right? And I have seen different YouTubers, and they work in this industry of Bitcoins, mining Bitcoins, and they might be, living in Salvador in the near future. So be ready. I think, Ricardo, a lot of people are gonna be just over there, just knocking at your country, right, looking for this opportunity. And I know what you think on the other side, that perhaps you have other priorities, especially for those people at a certain age. But keep in mind that this kind of play chess move, it's because your presidents want to think about the future and not right now. Everything he's doing, at least in this section, in this part, is because he's thinking about within, let's say, 5 years from now, and not for the things that are currently happening. And from my perspective, that is thinking about the future, which is good. However, on the other side, there are some priorities as well, right? As you just mentioned in your comments. Then you have Ricardo once again. But for me, it's an opportunity for our economy to grow up after pandemic, for sure, indeed. Did you already get? Did you get your vaccine already? Are you vaccinated? Because if you are, right, so you shouldn't be worried then about that. A lot of people from the United States and from Mexico right now, most of them are vaccinated, and everything is turned into normality again. So you can attend to stadiums right now. You can go to movie theaters right now. So you can visit your families and relatives already, right? If you're vaccinated, which is awesome, which is really, really good. So if you, because from I understand, Salvador or Salvadorian government has been prioritizing that thing, meaning that that's going to be just a check. Are you guys vaccinated in order for us to run business? Yes, we are. So no worries. Just bring your technology and start Bitcoin in here, right? That's the thing. So we got Isaac, and Isaac said, I got it, but problem, I'm not have a computer. But you can do it from yourself, man. You can do it from yourself, and no worries. Just tap on the link, and I'm gonna have you here, right? So, are you a spender or a saver? That's the question. Are you a spender or a saver? So we got F Hiron 88 join. Hello, Hiron. How's it going? Thanks, dude. I'm practicing my listening with you. Keep it up. Okay, thank you, Ricardo. Thank you. I do really appreciate the fact that you are actually posting, right, and commenting our TikTok episode today. So, language specialist question guy, part number 2. What's the challenge about? The challenge is: are you a spender or a saver? No, we already went through that one. What inspires you as a person? What inspires you as a person? That's gonna be today. That's gonna be our next question. What inspires you as a person, right? And you'll have 2 minutes, right? You'll have 2 minutes. What does it mean? It means that I am gonna be timing you, right? 2 minutes. I will be timing you guys. So you see it? Yeah, there it is. I will be timing your speaking, making sure that you can reach those 2 minutes speaking time. Why? Why is that important? Is that important because when you meet the language specialist in the job interview in a call center, right, in the call center process, they're going to ask you your questions where they want to know how good your fluency is, how good your pronunciation is, how you are doing in terms of grammar, spoken grammar, coherence, and what's the other one? Vocabulary, right? Those are the things. So, who wants to join in? Salamari, welcome. Hello. And we got Bosita. Hello, Bosita. A ver, veamos. Resulta que en una entrevista de trabajo con el reclutador te va a hacer preguntas para saber qué tanto puedes expandir tu vocabulario, tu pronunciación, tu fluidez, tu coherencia. Y hay 3 tipos de preguntas que te puede hacer un reclutador, te puede hacer un language specialist. Preguntas sobre ti, que fueron las primeras que estuvimos viendo. Háblame de ti, háblame de tu familia, qué te gusta, qué no te gusta, qué soportas, qué no soportas. Segundo tipo de preguntas es haciendo algún tipo de comparación, como en la primera que podemos tener por ahí. Are you a spender or a saver? O puedes hablar de tu persona favorita. What inspires you, right, as a person? O puedes hablar de un tema que sí, pues, el language specialist se puede preguntar. Do you believe in astrology? ¿Cómo desarrollas tú tus respuestas para eso? Right? That's the main idea. Entonces, la idea es de que tú puedas responder con el challenge. El challenge de la segunda parte es que tú puedas responder o mantener tu speaking por al menos 2 minutos, ¿verdad? Por al menos 2 minutos. Entonces, por acá tengo un timer, que el timer nos va a decir exactamente cuánto fue lo que hablaste durante esos 2 minutos, si llegaste a length, si llegaste a esos 2 minutos, ¿verdad? O simplemente cómo fue realmente tu respuesta. Y obviamente la evaluación va a ser en base a qué. No va a ser en base a lo que tú creas o lo que tú piensas. Va a ser en base a la fluidez, base a la coherencia, el vocabulario, gramática hablada. Resulta, muchachos, de que un language specialist en teoría no le interesa veamos, ¿cómo lo puedo decir? Si tú dices que te gusta el blanco, está bien, no hay ningún problema. Si tú dices que te gusta el negro, no hay ningún problema, está bien. El language specialist no le va a importar tanto cuáles serían tus preferencias o qué te gusta o qué no te gusta. El language specialist lo que sí va a ver es cómo estás hablando el idioma, cómo estás desarrollando el inglés. Al contrario, un OM y un reclutador sí le interesa esa parte, ¿verdad? Así que hay que tener en cuenta eso, ¿verdad? Que tal vez a un reclutador sí le interesa cómo pienses en base a la posición, en base a tus cualidades como persona, en base a las cosas que vas a hacer dentro del call center. Un OM también le interesa eso porque el OM es la persona que te va a decir bienvenido, estás contratado, vas a comenzar onboarding la próxima semana o dentro de los próximos días. ¿Correcto? Y así funciona, ¿verdad? Pero ahorita estamos en la parte de Language Specialist donde la idea es poder desarrollar tu speaking, que puedas desarrollar esa parte. Así que, ¿quién va? ¿Quién va? ¿Quién participa? Está difícil el challenge de 2 minutos. Hablar por 2 minutos es difícil. ¿Qué me dicen? Veamos. ¿Tenemos a alguien? Nope. ¿Nadie? Ok. Alrighty. Ok, creo que tal vez los 2 minutos lo miren como algo eterno, pero la verdad está es que si no se animan a participar, pues puede ser de que también les pase esto el momento de la entrevista. Hola, hola, ¿cómo estás? Gracias, 5. ¿Cómo estás? Después tenemos al user 90005. Bienvenido, bienvenida. Tomen asientos. Alrighty. Ok, nadie se animó para... Bueno, sí tuvimos a alguien, ¿verdad? Tuvimos a César Talavera, que se nos unió en la pregunta número 2, ¿verdad? Ok, muy bien. Chicos, hemos llegado pues a lo que es el fin de la transmisión del día de hoy. Ha sido pues obviamente y nuevamente un placer el poder estar con ustedes. Simplemente quiero agradecer a todas las personas que nos mandan esos saludos, nos dicen palabras positivas de lo que estamos haciendo es positivo, que les ayuda. Ese es lo más importante, ¿verdad? Poder ayudar a esas personas que necesiten para luego desarrollar lo que son las habilidades comunicativas y así ir mejor preparado o preparada para esa entrevista de trabajo en un call center, ¿verdad? A todas las personas que de pronto no concuerdan, no compaginan con nosotros por X o Y motivo, está bien, sus razones tendrán. Me gustaría también escucharlos. ¿Por qué, verdad? Ahí está el chat en YouTube para que podamos platicar, para que podamos conversar. Sería algo interesante, ¿verdad? Tener a las personas que piensan diferente, porque así es la vida, ¿verdad? Hay personas que de pronto sí concuerdas con ellos y hay personas que no. E inclusive eso pasa hasta en la misma familia. En la familia hay personas que te va bien y con otros no, pues. Así que si eso pasa en tu familia o en la familia de nosotros, también puede pasar con personas externas a nosotros, ¿verdad? Pero de igual forma se le manda un abrazo a esas personas que nos comentan de una forma en la cual pues tienen sus razones, ¿verdad? O tienen otro punto de vista diferente. A todos los demás que se nos han unido, que han comentado, a Isaac, a César, a Brainer, a las personas nuevas que tuve la oportunidad de conocer el día de hoy, muchísimas gracias por su participación. Ha sido realmente un placer el poder conocerlos a través de este medio. Y todas esas personas que están ahí, que solamente están escuchando, recuerden de que el tomar acción también es una decisión y el no hacer nada también es una decisión. Así que recuerden de que nuestras sesiones de Speaking Partners son todos los sábados en la mañana, a partir de las 9 de la mañana. La idea es tener un espacio donde ustedes puedan practicar, responder las preguntas que les traigo o inclusive si quieren pues comentar, hablar de su propia experiencia, así como lo ha hecho Brainer, así como lo ha hecho César, así como lo ha hecho Isaac, tal vez no de forma oral, pero sí de forma escrita. Muchísimas gracias a todos, ¿verdad? A todos. Dice Katy 037, how can I improve my accent? El accent se puede trabajar con algo que se llama shadowing. Primero tienes que saber si que accent es muy diferente que a pronunciación. Accent tiene que ver con la región de donde tú eres. Si tú eres de una región latina, pues vas a hablar inglés en un acento latino. Si eres de la India, vas a hablar inglés a un acento indio. Si eres de Nueva York, vas a hablar inglés a un acento neoyorquino. Si eres de Canadá, y así sucesivamente, ¿verdad? Vas a hablar inglés a un estilo canadiense. Entonces, accent y pronunciación son cosas completamente diferentes. Muchas personas a veces dicen, es que no se le entiende porque su accent es muy fuerte. Es cierto, es verdad. Hay personas, por ejemplo, los hindús o personas latinas cuyo acento es bastante fuerte y que los nativos pues le cuesta entender y al momento de hacer relaciones económicas, en este caso, customer service o sales o retention o cualquier otro puesto de trabajo, es muy difícil. Es ahí donde te dicen, mira, quiero hablar con un brother que habla inglés, ¿verdad? La persona que la atiende habla inglés, pero tal vez no tiene el acento que ellos desearían tener. Pero bueno, volviendo a la pregunta, ¿cómo mejoras tu acento? Si es acento, pues tienes que escoger qué acento te gustaría tener. Si te gustaría tener un acento californiano, o te gustaría tener un acento neoyorquino, o te gustaría tener un acento canadiense, o un acento londinense, ¿verdad? Es decir, de Inglaterra. Porque se puede, es decir, todo a medida que tú practicas se puede obtener el acento, si estamos hablando de acento. Si estamos hablando de pronunciación, es diferente. En pronunciación se trabaja de una forma diferente. Es algo similar, pero se trabaja con la fonética. Pero si es el acento, están las series. Un ejemplo. Si, por ejemplo, te gustan las series de Netflix, veamos una serie sí, por ejemplo, The Big Bang Theory o Friends, algo bastante común, ¿verdad? Agarras el papel de uno de los characters. En este caso, tú por ser Katy, podrías ser Mónica, Phoebe o ¿cuál es la otra? Jennifer. Y comienzas a hacer mímicas de la misma forma como este character habla, ¿verdad? En el caso que te guste Friends. En el caso que te guste otra cosa, ¿verdad? Imaginémonos un personaje en la televisión que habla inglés de primera mano, es decir, cuya lengua materna es el inglés, y tú agarres esos chunks, esas oraciones, pero no solamente repites, sino que actúes como la persona lo está diciendo. Entonces, de esa manera estás entrenando al cerebro, estás entrenando a la lengua. La lengua tiene una cosa que se llama memoria, esponja de memoria, algo por el estilo, en la cual al momento que tú repites igual, casi al mismo tiempo que la otra persona lo estás haciendo, entonces la lengua y tu pronunciación, las cuerdas vocales se van acoplando al mismo sonido que tú estás escuchando. Pero esto es algo de que, ok, voy a hacer tantas oraciones posibles. No, esto es, agarras una oración, agarras una expresión y la vas repitiendo y la vas repitiendo y la vas repitiendo hasta decirla igualito a como la persona lo dice, ¿verdad? Así es como mejoras el acento. Esa es la forma de cómo mejorar lo que es el acento. Después nos dice Katy037, thank you so much, I appreciate your answer. It's because I'm starting to apply in a call center. That's right. That's right. That's the way it works. I'm from El Salvador. I'm going to practice those advices. Very good. Perfect. Solamente que advices no es contable. Por lo tanto, si decís un advice, two advice, three advice, está bien. Advices es uncountable. No lo puedes contar. Pero, very good. Excellent. Excellent, 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 excellent. Después tenemos a Eric Bolton. Hello, Eric. How's it going? Y tenemos al vecino con la música, ¿no? Ah, no, era un camión, ¿verdad? Ok. Bueno, chicos, ha sido pues... I'm sorry, dude. I didn't feel prepared. Isaac, that's okay, man. No worries. No worries. Mira, la próxima vez, no lo pienses, solo dale tap. Solo dale tap. Que venga ese flow. Ya después podemos hablar que se puede mejorar. Así que tranquilo, no pasa nada. Thanks for correcting me. My pleasure. And yes, not a problem. You know, I made those mistakes as well. You know, I made those mistakes. And I know that because I made those mistakes as well. That's why. Could you give me some advice for improving my fluency? Yes. Tenemos a Raquel Somoza Morales. Raquel, para mejorar lo que es la fluidez, está la técnica de 1 minuto. La técnica de 1 minuto consiste en pensar en un tema. Puede ser deportes, puede ser música, puede ser fotografía, puede ser computadoras, puede ser teléfonos, micrófonos, etcétera, ¿verdad? Una vez que tenés canalizado lo que es el tema, buscar respuesta o buscar cómo formularte preguntas, así como las mismas que nos hacemos cuando buscamos algo en YouTube, ¿verdad? O en Google. ¿Cómo poder hacer esto, verdad? ¿Cómo, veamos, cómo instalar una aplicación? Un ejemplo, ¿verdad? ¿Cómo instalar una aplicación? Algo tan sencillo como eso. ¿Cómo instalar una aplicación? Pero te la haces en inglés. How can I install an app on my cell phone, on my iPad, on my computer, right? How can I play Among Us on my computer, ¿verdad? Entonces, tú tratas de responder a esa pregunta por un minuto y te tienes que fijar en los pauses. ¿Cuáles son los pauses? Cuando estás y te quedas callado y no dices nada. Tienes que fijarte en los pauses. Tienes que fijarte en los fillers, como el famoso you know, you know, you know, you know, o el esto no está mal. De hecho, científicamente comprobado se dice que tú puedes cometer filler cada 2 minutos o cada minuto y medio. Es considerable. Pero estar cometiendo fillers a cada segundo o a cada oración, entonces hay que disminuir la cantidad de fillers. ¿Cómo se hace eso? Quedándote callado, callada, no decir nada, no decir you know, no decir tienes que pensar, al momento de la fluidez, tienes que pensar en el hesitation. ¿El qué es el hesitation? El hesitation es, el repetition, ¿verdad? ¿Qué es el repetition? Repetition es cuando dices una oración, por ejemplo, yesterday I went to the park. Yesterday I went to the park and I played basketball. Entonces, esa es una forma de repetition. Te quedaste en medio de la oración, volviste a comenzar la oración y la terminaste en la segunda ocasión. ¿Ok? Entonces, esa es una forma de repetition. Eso hay que obviarlo, hay que omitirlo. Cuando te pase eso, quédate en medio de la sentence y trata de finish it, right? The sentence after that. Entonces, es mejor, aunque parezca que ese pequeño silencio que tomaste parezca algo como que me quedé mudo, no sé qué hacer, no importa. En tu perspectiva, vos lo sentís así. Pero para la persona que te está escuchando, no se escucha así. Se escucha como que te estás tomando tu tiempo para dar una respuesta correcta, acertada. Y recordemos lo siguiente, el fluency no es hablar rápido. Hablar rápido es hablar rápido. Y hay personas que hablan rápido español y hablan rápido en inglés porque así hablan ellos, como las personas de la India. Las personas de la India hablan tan rápido el idioma que hacen que el idioma que están adquiriendo, que es el inglés, también sea rápido. Pero es porque son así, hablan así. Hay personas aquí en Nicaragua que hablan súper rápido, que parecen chachalaca. Se entiende, pues, obviamente. Pero también quieren tomar esa medida al momento de hablar inglés. ¿Está malo? No, no está malo. Pero vamos al hecho de que fluency no es hablar rápido. Fluency es evitar hacer errores como fillers, pauses, hesitation. What's the other one? Making this repeating, right? Which this is the other one. Y hay otra forma de repeating. Por ejemplo, I went to the park yesterday and I played basketball, and I went with my friends and we ate. And after playing basketball, we ate some snacks. And I went to the park yesterday. Entonces, volvés a repetir algo que ya dijiste anteriormente. Entonces, eso es considerado también una forma de repetition. Entonces, ¿cuál es la idea? Piensas en el tema, responde la pregunta por un minuto y durante ese minuto tienes que contar o tienes que poner atención a los fillers, a los hesitations, a los pauses, a los repetitions. Entonces, una vez que ya tienes el conteo, vuelves a responder la pregunta, te vuelves a grabar, ¿verdad? Te vuelves a grabar. Y en esa grabación, la segunda vez tiene que ser mucho mejor que la primera vez. Y así, haciendo ese ejercicio, es como realmente podrías mejorar lo que es la fluidez. Entre más practiques, mejor va a ser. Hay un dicho que nosotros decimos en inglés, if you don't If you don't practice, you lose it. Si no lo practicas, lo pierdes. Así que es algo que hay que hacerlo de una forma constante. Okay, next Sunday we're gonna do it. Next Saturday, man. Next Saturday, all right? Después tenemos a Eric Bolton. Hi, I was an English teacher and I'd like to improve my pronunciation and fluency. Good, Eric Bolton. Excellent. All right. Very good. You're more than welcome, man. We have our free speaking partner sessions. And the main idea is that you go on YouTube, there is a link, you tap that link, and voila, we can go ahead and practice pronunciation, fluency, and so on and so forth, right? Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming out. Appreciate Raquel Somoza. Yep, no problem, Raquel. My pleasure. Isaac, okay, Saturday, bro. Ok, muy bien. Chicos, solamente me queda decirle muchísimas gracias a todos. Ha sido un placer. Nos vemos el próximo sábado. El próximo sábado les voy a traer siempre vocabulario y temas para poder desarrollar lo que es el speaking y podamos vernos en YouTube y poder practicar al respecto. Muchas gracias, everybody. Have a good one. God bless you and see you soon. Take care, guys. Take care.